Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Guinea Pigs with Greg. This is the festive edition where you get to see all the babies that have been born over the past few months in the shed. So hopefully you enjoy this video. This year the shed looks a lot different than previous years. We've a lot more teddies and self goldens, so there's lots of interest in the shed. And what I really love about the teddy babies is how they develop. They change ever so rapidly. Compared to the golden, the changes are a lot more subtle. And you can normally tell what a good one is when they're born. Whereas with the teddy, you have to wait quite a while for that molt to come through and see how the coat comes. But what I really like is the variation in colour. You're pairing for coat and for texture and density. So you get to see a whole different array of colours in the shed, which is something nice to look at, most definitely. But I'm really pleased with the golden babies we've produced so far. It's been a while since we've had some quality in the shed being born, so it's nice to be able to assess these and really take stock of what you've got in the shed. And as you can see, out of one litter we've had 3 completely different colour variations. We've had buffs, we've had taught and whites, we've had mostly gold. It's very, very nice seeing all the different colours, as well as the different patterns. And it's keeping yourself interested and excited in these babies that keep you going in the fancy. It keeps you motivated, seeing the progress you're making. It's all wonderful, and it's nice having babies around. And even though I've been breeding for 30 plus years now, I still get excited for every litter that's born. I still go out there in anticipation, seeing if something's been born, hoping that this pairing will be the next best thing, and that these babies will grow on to be the next champion cavie. And it's that hope and dreams that keep you really excited and make every litter worthwhile. But I do have to say I'm particularly fond of this young teddy sow. She's developing really nicely. Unfortunately, she'd have a little scramble with another pig, so it's going to be a while before she's on the show bench, but real hopeful for this one. And in this pair of sows, we've really improved the eye and the ear, so hopefully there's some good qualities there for us. And this plain breeding sow has everything we want. Good width of head, big ears, and a nice width between the eyes. I thought we'd have a look in the cages now, and we can have a look and see the pigs in their natural environment. I've taken all the hay out of the cages and the fronts off, so you can actually see in there. Normally they would have lots of hay and food in there, but this was just after cleaning out, so I thought this is a prime opportunity to show everyone what's in the pens. As you can see, we've got quite a few young goldens still with mum weaning off, and this is always a nice time because the colour starts to come through, and you can see the fire in the undercolour, which is really nice to see. There's some useful pigs in amongst here. Some will probably need to find new homes because they're not quite what we want for this year's breeding programme, because I'm very specific about what I need. But yeah, hopefully there's something useful for us throughout, because we really do need to up our game in the breeding pen this year. And there are lots of babies around at the moment, which really does feel nice when you walk into the shed. I do a daily checkup of them, make sure they're all okay, they're all eating, they're not bloated, or they haven't got anything stuck in their eye, which is something that happens a lot with baby guinea pigs. So it's always nice to do a little daily health check. Also for mums, making sure their milk's okay, just in case we've got to step in and look after the babies ourselves. But fortunately, recently, the litters have been quite well, and the mums have been very good, which makes the difference really. It gives a good atmosphere in the shed. At this age, the babies change very quickly. Their ears can be up and pointy one day and then down and drooping the next. So it's important not to make too harsh an assessment on these youngsters. Obviously you can look for faults like hemmed ears, entropions, and small eyes and coat faults, but ideally you want to let these grow on to at least the first molt, which is at 3 or 4 months old. Let that adult coat start to develop and see how the head develops as well. And this way, you're not going to accidentally let go a potentially good cavie. Because obviously we're breeding these for show, and we want to make sure that we retain the absolute best that we can. And so we're looking for these good attributes, like in these two. The eyes and the ears, very bold. This is something we want to add to our stud. So we'll probably be retaining these babies for that purpose alone. We can maybe use a different board to offset any other faults, maybe like a soft coat or something. But it's nice to plan ahead and think about how you're going to use these babies in the future. Some might see the show bench, some might have to go to a new home. Then we have our teddy breeding pen. This pen has our teddy sows that are all hopefully in the early stages of being pregnant. So we can then start separating them out as they start to develop and get closer to their due date. Because I like them to litter on their own or in pairs, really, especially if some of the sows are a bit bigger. We've also got the same in the Goldens. So we've got our sows here. Hopefully these will be in pig and we'll be having some babies in the near future. I'm really hopeful for this pen. I'm using my good old stud boar, and hopefully he produces some lovely babies for us. I'd just like to say a massive thank you for all your support throughout the year. It really means a lot and keeps me making this content for you, and I really do enjoy making it. And I just wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and hopefully I'll see you at the shows in 2025. Until then, I'm Guinea Pig Greg. True, bye.